Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone, from the Luns B Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. It's Friday night. It's 6 o'clock-ish. It's time for the WARNO. The WARNO comes to you every Friday night. We talk to you about things happening in and around the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area, usually comedy-related. Yes, good again, thank you. The WARNO takes place over the length of one beer. The beers are donated to us by friends and viewers and listeners. And one of our preferred donators, one of our favorite donators is Beer Snob Dave. When he gave me this today, I can't tell you how excited I was. The brew company is employee owned, and they think that's so important, they put it on the front of the bottle. This is Harpoon. It's a winter warmer, and it's a holiday ale with cinnamon and nutmeg. I have never had a holiday ale before, but when I saw cinnamon and nutmeg on a Christmas decorated bottle that's from an employee-owned company, you had me early. God bless. So, we'll be talking about you in just a second, Mrs. Karen K. So don't you go nowhere. We have to start the timer first before we can talk about you. So it is a 6.0% APV alcohol per volume. And that's what she looks like when she's poured out the glass. Very, very little head. Nice and dark. It's interesting. I'm getting a whiff of it at a distance. Let's take a closer whiff and see what we're smelling. I was really hoping for cinnamon and nutmeg aromas, but it's just, no, it's not there. But it's my first winter ale, and it is the timer. It is the length of the show. So let's start the timer, and then we'll tell you what's going on. You can really taste it. I don't know what's an appropriate time for drinking Christmas beer, and there's an aftertaste. You get a lot of nutmeg and cinnamon flavor. That's really cool. That's a fun flavor. I've never had that before. I've never had cinnamon and nutmeg in my beer. So good job, Harpoon, on your winter warmer holiday ale. Sorry, I know it's not right to talk away from the camera. All right. Let's tell you what's going on tonight, a Friday, starting with the first event. And our friend, the funny and beautiful Miss Karen K. She will be down at the former Lowe's complex in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, inside what is now known as the Parks Casino. You walk in the front door of the Parks Casino, you look to your left, and you see a wall. In what used to be the former garden section, you walk towards that wall, and you're going to come across an area called the Side Pocket. Seating starts at 7. The show starts at 8. It's our friend Karen K. and Raymond, the Amish comic. So get there early. It's free to get in. I say it's free to get in, but if it's me, I'm going to pay a tax. I'm going to pay the casino tax to go to the free comedy show over there in the Side Pocket of Parks Casino in Shippensburg, because I'm going to see a machine, and that machine's going to speak to me. It's like, come on, T-Bone, give me a shot. And I'm going to be like, hey, I will give you a shot. And I'll run through a couple of things. I tell you, I haven't done it yet. I haven't been down there to see her shows. I want to. Of course, I want to support local comedy in all of its greatness. But I can tell you, when I get down there, I'm this guy. I'm the guy that's going to sit on a machine that's close to the Side Pocket. You know, a machine that's not too noisy that I like to play. And I'm going to be just hitting my button and watching Karen K. and Raymond the Amish comic while they're making everybody in the room laugh. I'm going to be within laughing distance, but at the same time, fulfilling my gambling addiction. You see what I'm doing there? It's a twofer. It's 2 for 1. Again, the seating starts at 7. It's free to get in. The show starts at 8. Our friend Karen K. and Raymond, the Amish comic, Shippensburg Casino. Doors, a little closer to Harrisburg, located at 110 Lime Kiln Road, inside Boomerang's Hotel, Casino, Resort, Luxury Spa, Delicatessen, and Manicure Establishment, known as Boomerangs. Inside Boomerangs, they got a whole bunch of options there. They got a whole bunch of things you could do, and one of the things you could do is go to the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, located at 110 Lime Kiln Road, conveniently located off of Interstate 83. Tonight, our friend Brandon Cause is going to be your host. He's going to start by bringing up Sharon Simon. Sharon? It's alliterative. I'm trying to do this from memory without cheating. And then again, I don't know if it's Simon or Simone. Sharon Simon, there's no E on the end. I'm going to go with Simon. And Davin Rosenblatt. Davin Rosenblatt is going to be your headliner. Sharon Simon is going to be your feature. And our friend Brandon Cause is going to warm up all your laughter muscles. Starting the show, get you rolling. Sharon's going to come in and keep that laughter just growing and growing. And then Davin is going to come in and finish you off with a lot of laughter, ecstasy amounts of laughter. And that is everything happening on Friday. Oh, it's not. There's stuff happening everywhere, but we only cover the things happening in and around the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area. That area is defined by the casino triangle I find myself in the middle of. Between York, Shippensburg, and Grantville, if it's happening within that triangle or nearby, we want to cover it. We want to tell people about it. And if you've got anything going on in those areas you want me to say, please let me know, and we'll do that. Moving on to Saturday, across the bridge in motherfucking Steelton, located at 310 South Front Street in Steelton, Pennsylvania, inside the Coexist Gallery, our friend Matt Harley will be hosting an open mic. If you want to sign up for the open mic, the sign-up list starts at 7. The show starts at 8, expected to run a while. I don't know who's going to be there because none of our friends know how to use the going button. They don't know how to use the going button. Going, gone. I dialed 911 a long time ago. So Matt Harley, we know is going to be there. We have a strong inclination that Anthony Pickle's going to be there. Both funny men in their own right, and have surrounded themselves with other funny people who will most likely be there. So again, doors open at 7, show starts at 8, and that is free to get in the Coexist Gallery located at 310 South Front Street in motherfucking Steelton. Also to be noted, there is you can vape inside. BYOB, bring your own beer. And there was a third caveat. What's the third caveat over there? Oh, it's free to get in, bring your own beer, and you can vape inside. And technically, you can vape inside anywhere. If you're discreet about it, right? If you're not blowing your douche flute smoke across the room, you could, you take a little. But this is one of the ones, I guess, they encourage douche flute smoke. The cloudy clouds of douche flutes. Also, in case you're not aware, Saturday morning, before going to see Matt Harley at the Coexist Gallery in motherfucking Steelton, Pennsylvania, at 8 o'clock, it's the Army-Navy game. I don't have a lot to say about the Army-Navy game other than go Navy, beat Army. And if you got a problem with that, I don't care. We, the Navy football team, are still kicking Army's took us. And then we want to sing second. And if you don't know what singing second means, you haven't watched enough Army-Navy games. It's one of America's greatest traditions. It's the football battle of the Army and the Navy teams. It's 2 o'clock on Saturday on CBS Sports. Be sure to check them out. It's probably the best game you're going to watch all year because every player on both of those teams signed up to protect freedom and democracy around the world. And are willing to go up to and including the price of their life to do that. So you want to experience a little patriotism at the same time experience the football, check out the Army-Navy game this year in Baltimore. That's 2 o'clock Saturday on CBS Sports. So there's that, and there's Matt Harley of the Coexist Gallery, and then moving back into the Comedy Zone, the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, located at 110 Lime Kiln Road. On Saturdays, doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8. Again, Brandon Koss is your host. He's gonna get your stomach and your laughter muscles moving in the right direction. Sharon Simone is your feature, and Davin Rosenblatt. I don't know. I just read what's on the paper, man. And then try to pronounce it to the best of my ability. And I probably screwed all of them up. Doesn't matter. My pronunciation of their names doesn't affect your laughter. By the way, tickets to the Comedy Zone cost $20. A regularly scheduled show is going to cost you $20 per person, but you're going to break even because you're going to have a good time, and the food is good, and the drinks are cheap. So you're going to have a good time, and you're going to have a good time. Now, if you want to have a real good time, go to a blood drive. The Harrisburg Comedy Zone, in cooperation with the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, will give you 2 free tickets to a regular show at the Comedy Zone. That's the going rate for a pint of plasma. That's a $40 value. You go into the blood bank there and you give some blood and you ask for some Comedy Zone tickets. They're going to give you 2 Comedy Zone tickets, good for 2 adults. And you use them on a regularly scheduled show. Now you're in the show for free, you and your guest. And then you're still going to eat great food and drink at cheap prices, and you're going to have a blast. If you're not following the Harrisburg Comedy Zone page on Facebook, you should, because there's going to be surprise shows every once in a while, and I'm not always going to be there to tell you about them. True story. I'm going to take a sip of the timer. I'm going to look at your comments, and then we're going to come back and talk about anything else that may be happening. And a reminder to touch that, because if I don't touch that, that camera shuts off. I need a producer. I got Karen, I got James, I got Deuce. Hey, buddy. That's right, go Navy. I got a lot of Navy support here, a lot of Navy agreeance. Couldn't get the wife to watch me today because she's far, far, far away. That's your Friday. That's your Saturday. Moving into Sunday. Every Sunday, this Sunday, and every Sunday. Starting bright and early at 10:30 in the morning, live from the T-Bone Studios. It's the Supplemental. Woo! Silky smooth, silky smooth, silky smooth. Every Sunday morning at 10:30, we go live on the Talk of Ticks and the Faces of Books. The Book of Faces, and what do? We do 3 things. We tell you about your national days of the week. We tell you about a community, a charity, or a comedy event that we want you to know about that's happening. And then we finish it off with This Week in History, trivia style. 7 questions, medium difficulty, multiple choice answers. It is a fun way to start your Sunday. And cost you nothing. It costs you nothing. The supplemental provided to you free of charge, thanks to our sponsor, The Lunsby Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. The Lunsby Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew, guaranteed 1 laugh per hour with a no refund policy. You know what I mean. Hey, quick other thing I wanted to talk to you about my wall here. We've added Malort to the wonderful wall of recognition. Just on a camera angle there on TikTok, but not over here. We got some good old Manischewitz. That was my father's preferred wine. My father, if you don't know, and many of you don't know the story, but my father's nickname was the Jew. And the Jew, he liked to drink Manischewitz. So we got Manischewitz for the Jew. We got some Jacko Blast from Captain Morgan's. That's from our friend Mike O'Donnell. It was given to us in a parking lot. You know what? I found a perfect place for it on the wall. And then, of course, we got the Malort. Thanks to our friends Malik and Adrian, Damien, and Sean. We appreciate that. That was a blast. There's your Friday. There's your Saturday. There's your Sunday. Moving on to the week in the future. Tuesdays, Thursdays. Comedy Zone, 110 Limekiln Road, 110 Limekiln Road, Boomerangs, Hotel Casino Sport. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Boomerangs, Harrisburg Comedy Zone, on Tuesdays, on Thursdays. They have open mics, but 2 different versions, and I explained them to you. Both of them are free to get in. Tuesdays, they do not have a server assigned, but you can ask any of the servers and they'll take care of you. Thursdays, they have a server assigned to the room. That's Tuesdays, Thursdays. Both shows start at 8 ish. But signups start around 7-ish, right? 7-ish, 8-ish, CP time, if you know what I'm talking about. Comedy people. On the Tuesday night, you have local comedians that have a little bit more skin in the game. They've been practicing a little bit longer. They're getting better and better. They're doing longer sets. Not quite as many of them. Really no audience. Free to get in. Cheap, good food and drinks. Free to get in Tuesdays. On Thursdays, it's different. It's a more traditional open mic where anything goes. You got a whole bunch of people. None of them have been screened. All of them sign up. All of them go up. And some nights, it's awesome. It's amazing. Some nights, it's not so good. And other nights, there's a fine medium of great and good and, that's what you got. Touching the screen, sipping on the timer, checking the comments, and then we're going to wrap this up. So there's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's all I got for you. If you got anything you want me to push, anything you want me to promote, the easiest thing to do is to message me and let me know, and then start tuning into the WARNO. Start turning into the Lunsby Show. Start turning into the Supplemental. Become a listener. Like, follow, share, prophesize, do all of the things. And no, you can't trademark that word, Tim. Things. We're going to wrap this up now, and I'm going to close it up as I always close it up, reminding you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Bruce sends her love. Arriva, e bajo, e centro, e pa dentro. Lunsby.